Hey, it's Angie with News OK. I'm here at the Oklahoma State Capitol for a ceremony that kicked off the Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And I'm here with Attorney General Scott Pruitt, who can tell us about an award ceremony that just took place, the 5th Annual Excellence in Action Against Domestic Violence Awards. This is very important. 4 very special Oklahomans have really gone above and beyond and reached out to those who have been victims of domestic violence. And of course, they were honored today. Does that make you feel just very proud of Oklahomans for stepping up and helping?
Absolutely. We get a chance today to recognize law enforcement, prosecutors, volunteers that each day are out there combating domestic violence. Captain Bray in McCurtain County is someone that we got a chance to recognize today, and Captain Bray, as a volunteer in the sheriff's office there in McCurtain County, as an employee there trying to make a difference on behalf of victims, works with the sheriff, works with the DA, and is involved in the conviction of individuals, the prosecution and conviction to hold people accountable for the harm that's being perpetrated. Very special to recognize law enforcement personnel like that.
I want to thank my mother, Michelle Eyes, who is no longer with us. She was a survivor of domestic violence and sexual assault. When she needed help, no one came. My mom was the strongest woman I have ever known in my life. Anytime when things get tough, I think of my mom, and she reminds me to never give up. Keep going and being there for the unanswered call. For if we are not there, who will be?
What folks really don't realize in Oklahoma, we've not scored very well historically. We've been in the top 10 historically with respect to domestic violence deaths. We now are in the second tier of states, but we're making progress, and that's good. But we need to understand that we can do better. This event is about commending those that have partnered together to show improvement, but also encouraging each other to continue the battle to make sure that we improve against domestic violence in the state of Oklahoma.
Yeah, domestic violence obviously can be very serious, and like you said, deaths can happen from this. So tell us why this is important to recognize it.
I mean, 24,000 law enforcement related inquiries last year for domestic violence in Oklahoma, 83 deaths in the state of Oklahoma. These are relationships that are some of the most special and intimate relationships we have. Husband-wife, father-son. And in those special relationships at times, violence is happening and people are unaware. And so we must, as a state, encourage and help people understand how they can reach out and receive assistance. And that's what this event is about. Again, progress is being made. Hopefully people are being equipped, and I think they are, across the state to make a difference. And this is an encouragement for us to keep battling to make sure we do better.
1 in 4 women and 1 in 16 men will fall victim to domestic violence in the United States. And in Oklahoma, our numbers reflect that experience. Calls to the OSBI, that comes out to about every 21 minutes. An officer in Oklahoma is addressing a domestic violence call. Children witness more than 30% of the domestic violence homicides in Oklahoma.
Probably about when I was 6 or 7, I watched my sister get abused by her boyfriend and turn out to be her husband. And I watched him push her to the ground, and then my mother tried to protest, and then he reached down and grabbed her and pulled her off the porch by her hair and pulled her all the way to the car. So what you said about people not being touched by it being touched is true.
Verizon Wireless is even helping out. Things like that, organizations and businesses stepping up and saying, you know what, we want to help out too. I think they have something called the Hope Line.
Verizon Wireless, second year that they've sponsored this event at the Capitol.
You can donate your old used handsets to any Verizon location, and these handsets are actually given to domestic violence victims, and they're able to use these handsets as a way to have a safe line, to be able to reach out to their family and friends, and to really just give them a voice. Any handset, it does not have to be a Verizon Wireless carrier handset. It can be from any carrier, and any of those are welcome. We'd appreciate those donations. During the month of October, we also have drop boxes across the state. You can visit the ywcaokc.org website to find locations near you, but those drop boxes are also available year-round at Verizon Wireless locations.
This is a month-long event to raise awareness and have corporate leaders saying we're going to invest dollars, resources, employees to help get the word out. We recognize we can do better. We need to continue and be vigilant in Oklahoma to combat domestic violence. That's what this event's about, and the entire month of October is about.
So this is obviously a great cause, something that a lot of Oklahomans are stepping up and wanting to help out. And if you want to help out, or if you know someone who is going through a situation of domestic violence, or if you've been through it, there are some great places to go for help. Is that right?
There are websites associated with the Attorney General's office, as well as coalitions that exist in the state, and phone numbers that I know that you're going to publish. And it's very important that those numbers, keep track of those, look at those websites, and make sure that we do all we can to empower those to respond that need to be made aware of domestic violence in Oklahoma.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Angie.